Welcome to Citing an Article in NoodleTools, the third video in our 7-part NoodleTools series. Now that you know how to get started with an account and a project in NoodleTools, let's start citing some sources. We'll begin with the journal article from the library. The easiest way to do this is to keep your article open in one tab and NoodleTools in the other. The best place to grab your information for the citation is the article's detailed record. For the full text, you can click the link for detailed record on the left. Here in NoodleTools, click into a project, or if you haven't made one already, click on New Project, name it, then hit Submit, and then click the New Source button at the top right. This source came from a library database, so we'll click Database and then Journal. Now you can start filling in the information. If your article has a DOI, or Digital Object Identifier, it will be on the detailed record page. Copy it, then paste it in the DOI box in NoodleTools. If your article does not have a DOI, you can use a permalink in the URL field of NoodleTools instead. This is not the same as the URL in your address bar, so be careful not to use that. You will find the permalink on the detailed record, or choose the last icon in the bar to the right. You will never have to use both the DOI and permalink. Since the database information in the next field is required, you'll want to uncheck the box that says Do not include database information in the citation. Rasmussen has an institutional preference to include a permalink if the DOI is unavailable. So unchecking the box will ensure the permalink is included in the final citation. Next, you can put in the author information. Check the author's names on the article's detailed record, then paste or type them into the appropriate fields. If you have more than one author, you can use the button to add a contributor, so you can add one or more additional authors. Next, go back to the detailed record and copy the title. Paste it in the article title box, but pay attention to the pop-up that reminds you to capitalize in sentence style. You may need to adjust the capitalization from how it appears in the database. Once you have the capitalization correct, this warning icon should go off. Finally, put in the year. This article says it was published in June 2021, but you don't need to enter a month or a season even if they're given. Click Save and your citation will be added to your references list. To add in-text citations, click Options to the right of the citation and you will see information on how to incorporate it for this source. To learn more, watch episode 4.